Every stock has a story. It is up to you, the potential investor, to separate fact from the fiction. Put together enough facts and the story of the stock comes to life. Now, a little bit about Corning. Corning, the company, is a little over 165 years old. That's 165 years of continuous operation in the making and selling of glass-related products. If someone works 30 years, which is the typical career length, that's a little more than 5 generations of workers that have been employed by the company Corning. That's 5 generations of experience gained in the making of material science products, as the company likes to call it. That experience gained over those 165 years is invaluable and puts this company one step ahead of its industry peers. Now, Corning is divided into 5 operating segments, each with their own area of speciality. The segments produce and sell different products. You can see these segments as sturdy branches emerging from the stout trunk of the company tree. This tree is kept healthy by the quest for innovation through the company's research and development endeavors. It is through this robust research and development that the company should remain strong and healthy, all other factors remaining equal. The display segment produces and sells glass products needed for liquid crystal displays, or LCDs. LCDs are present in televisions, notebook computers, flat panel monitors. In essence, they're ubiquitous in today's world. The Optical Communication segment manufactures and sells optical fiber. Corning was the inventor of low-pass optical fiber, and this segment presently has the engineering power to cover the entire range of products needed to implement a fiber optic system from source to distribution. The Environmental Technology segment manufactures and sells filter and substrate products used for the emission control of petrol and diesel engines. Again, catalytic converter products, which is also ubiquitous in today's world. The Materials Specialty Materials segment has a wide customer base, and it gears the individual customer needs. It gears that product to the individual customer needs and caters to the vision care, telecommunications, astronomy, aerospace and defense, semiconductor, and display markets. The Life Sciences segment produces and sells general consumable labware for global consumption. And finally, the Other. This is not really a segment, but a reporting unit that comprises of new product lines, development projects, certain corporate investments, and equity affiliates. Now, dividends. Dividends, that's the magic word. Corning has a history of consistent dividend payments. Consistent dividend payments shows a commitment to the interests of the shareholder. It implies an understanding by the incumbent directors of the company that the shareholders deserve a piece of the corporate or the profit pie. Since September 2008, Corning has paid regular quarterly dividends to its shareholders. At the time of writing, the quarterly dividend for Corning is 18 cents per quarter. If you annualize that, it's 72 cents per share. Now that's 72 cents more at the end of the year that I did not have at the beginning of the year. And better yet, if I own more than one shares, that dividend adds up. At the time of writing, roughly 70% of Corning's sales come from international markets. This is a positive for the company as it keeps the forces of economic evolution strong. Now, these forces of economic evolution are ever present in the worldwide arena and forces the people of Corning to compete for buyers of their goods and services. To be successful in the worldwide arena, the product offered must be of good quality, reasonably priced, and backed by a well-trained and amicable support team. Now, being in this international marketplace, Corning is constantly made aware that they must be on the top of their game to make that successful transition and that successful connection between that buyer and seller. Without these forces of economic evolution, business withers and dies. With it, Corning is somehow more alert and oriented to its situation and surroundings. Now, Corning has manufacturing and/or operating facilities worldwide. They are located in America, Australia, Brazil, China, Denmark, France, Germany, Japan, India, Mexico, Israel, Poland, South Africa, South Korea, and Taiwan. This worldwide fingerprint keeps the people of Corning in touch with international as well as home developments. This worldwide fingerprint also has Corning in a favorable light when seen by those same nations that are buying their products. In essence, it's a win-win for all participants. Now, the people that make up the company Corning seem to realize that the company is the sum of their individual actions. This higher level of understanding is inferred from the reading of their 2017 annual report. As a shareholder in the company, I feel comfortable with my holdings in this organization, all other things being equal. Now, as an investor, you can find shares that give you a better dividend. You can also find shares that provide a better return. But I will ask you, at what price? As a potential investor or investors, you can find information on the company from numerous sources. A starting point might be their website, www.corning.com. Secondly, a copy of their annual report or their 10K file. That's quite helpful, as the information inside of it is a treasure. You can also find information on the company from financial websites. Examples of such: Bloomberg, Yahoo Finance, New York Stock Exchange, Securities Exchange Commission. These websites or apps have information on the company and they're free. The list goes on, but the important thing is for you to get out there and begin researching so that the information will be received and a well-informed decision can be made. Each shareholder's stock has a story. This is the story of Corning. It is a very brief introduction of the company to you, the investor, to make you aware of its presence. Now, it is time to burn that midnight oil and see if this company meets your criteria for investment status. Weigh the benefits versus the risk of the stock ownership and come to your own conclusions depending on your situation in life. I hope this helps you with your steps into the world of investments, and you too will have your own story to tell. Until the next video, thank you for your attention and have a good night.